Welcome to the Tabletop Gaming Magazine Awards 2021. I'm Chris.
I'm Charlie.
And we're here to celebrate all of our favourite games from this year, voted on by you, the reader, and also viewer and listener.
Yeah.
And all, like, if you've interacted with us at all, if you just follow us on Twitter and voted.
Yeah.
So the way it worked is we had a huge amount of nominations from the public.
And
then we had a huge amount of thinking from our judges.
There was.
Which included writers from the magazine, John from Miniature War Games,
Yep.
And plus a few special guests. And then we put it to the public vote.
We did.
And we got something like 1,500 votes.
And
in
like
response to this.
independent responses as
Yes.
well. Not like just all of them combined, but no, independent responses.
Yes,
for
sorry.
Whichever categories that came up.
In 11 amazing categories.
Yes.
We've been watching and we've been seeing that it's been an incredible tug of war between various different
Keeps
games.
changing, so you'd sit there, I kept it on a second screen, and it would just like one would overtake the other, and then oh no, it would come back, and another one would overtake it. It was like that close.
So some of these, the votes were incredibly close.
Yes,
So,
one of them was 3 votes difference.
That's right. Yeah.
3. So when we say your vote counts, we really mean it. Like 3 votes would have swung it.
The last thing to say before we begin is congratulations to all the nominees,
Mm-hmm.
which will take you through in each category. But there can only be one winner of each.
They can. Yeah. And I'll also sneak in that we've got a nice and shiny announcement at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned, stay right till the end, and then you can join us on how exciting this announcement is.
That's right. And this is our award for Best Add-in Accessory, which is the award for anything you kind of added to your game
Yep.
throughout the year
Yep.
to make it a little bit better.
Yeah, and there's no like really strict parameters on this. We went with what was nominated and thought was a great idea. So, who got nominated?
The nominees are Box Adventures from Loki Battlemats, Catan Hexadox from Gamegenics, and Tabletopia by Tabletopia.
And the winner is...
Tabletopia!
Yay!
All of the comments around this game were fabulous. They were all pretty much the same, saying it was so good to play games during lockdown. It was
Yes.
so good to try new things.
Yep. I think it's a nice entry for this period because it is something that has been our only way to play in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an interesting one as an accessory, but it's added to our game nights. It's something that we're adding in and has really been valuable over the last year. Tabletopia as a free alternative for online board gaming was a welcomed blessing during the pandemic. Next up we have the award for the most novel component. So this is something that is inside the box when you get it, something that's part of the game but is just really cool to add in. And the nominees are the Mongoose of Truth from the Snakes game by Big Potato. We've also got the Burgle Brothers 2 with their second level. And finally we've got the layered paintings from Canvas. And the winner for that is... Canvas!
These are beautiful sort of acetate kind of cards that you slot together
Yes.
to make beautiful paintings. So congratulations, Canvas.
Congratulations.
The comments that we got about this were, it's just too pretty. And now on to the I'm surprised I'm still playing this in 2021 award.
Yay!
Which is our award for just recognising game series that are ongoing.
Yep. That we've been enjoying.
We still enjoy, it's just.
Yeah, it keeps coming off the shelf. And the list on this was really long, like the nominations, because obviously it's such a broad category. The nominations were quite a few, so we have some that have been sort of recognised frequently throughout as to our final shortlist.
So the nominees for this category are Call to Adventure by Brotherwise Games, the Detective Series by Portal Games, and Lords of Vegas by Lone Shark Games.
Nice.
And the winner is Call to Adventure by Brotherwise Games.
Woohoo!
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
Congrats, guys. And some of the recognition on this was someone saying that they were so excited anytime anyone asked to play games to be able to show them Call to Adventure. And it's still on my mind when thinking of other games like, this is good, but we could be playing Call to Adventure. Next up is the Best for Your Gran Intergenerational Award. So this is the kind of ones that you'll bring out to be able to play with the whole family and feel sort of confident in doing so. Now the nominations for that are Overboss by Brotherwise Games, there's Linky by Big Potato Games, and Zombie Teens by Scorpion Mask. And the winner of that is... Overboss by Brotherwise Games,
Yeah, that's right.
which I'm personally really pleased about because I've been labelling this my new gateway game. This is the one that I'm using to get people into the hobby.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect, like, everybody can play. So I feel a little bit smug because I was like, I called this one early.
Yeah, you did, and everyone agrees with you,
Yes,
basically.
yeah, that's the thing. I feel really validated that I made the right decision early on.
Overwhelmingly the winner of this category. to be
Yes,
honest.
some of them were very close. This one was very.
Yeah, this was quite.
This is the best one.
Quite clear. And our favourite comment about this is, my grandma likes making a murder factory.
Thank you so much, Christopher. That's super neat. We love Tabletop Gaming Magazine. We love the idea of these awards. It's been I guess Cult Adventure did come out last year and has done really well for us. And we're hoping people aren't too surprised they're still playing it. It really depends on where the inflection is in that sentence. I'm surprised I'm still playing it. But that's fantastic. Call to Adventure really started from the love of sort of storytelling and fantasy that Johnny and I shared, and that kind of brought us together as nerds and as game designers and publishers. So I think it's great that that's one of our most successful games, and I know that it'll be played for years to come. We've actually got some exciting news coming out about the Call to Adventure line very soon, and we'll share that with you guys probably through Tabletop Gaming Magazine even. As to Overboss, that one's been really fun. Kevin and Aaron brought us Overboss, or the game that would go on to become Overboss, a couple of years ago, and we've worked with lots of designers, all of whom we love, but Aaron and Kevin did such a great job with this one, and I'm really pleased to see them get this award. I think Overboss is incredibly accessible and really does work at anybody's table, including your grands, as the award is titled. So we're excited for them, and really thankful that they chose to work with us.
Up next is the Best Way to Die in an RPG 2021 award.
Woohoo!
Yeah, which is my favourite award.
It is. Chris is so excited about the results on this one.
The whole thing. So, the nominees for this category are Alien Colonial Marines Operations Manual by Free League, The Wretched by Loot the Room, and The Labyrinth Adventure Game by Riverhorse. And the winner is the Alien RPG again.
Yay!
Comments coming from you came in the form of things like, it's great being turned into an egg. Acid blood.
As you do.
Face huggers, so cuddly.
Wow. Okay. I'm Andrew Gaska. I'm the lead writer of the Alien role-playing game, and I'm very happy to accept this award for all of Free League. Apparently, you guys like to die, and you keep buying the books where we kill you, and I'll keep finding new ways to kill you. I especially want to thank Dave Stemark, because he wrote several of the signature attacks for the aliens, so he's helped you die in many ways. And anyone else who's been involved in this, who's helped me make life miserable for you. Thank you, and thank you for voting for us.
Next up is the award for Best Indie Game. So again, it was a big category, a lot of really great nominations. Nominations for those were Streets by Sinister Fish. We also had Escape the Dark Sector by Themborn, and finally Wander Home by Possum Creek Games. Now, the winner is for this one.
Escape the Dark Sector.
Woohoo!
A excellent, kind of like Space Hulk RPG feeling game that you can play with your family, and you roll some dice and play tactically and all this sort of thing.
I'm so excited and I don't know how to actually articulate it.
It's a perfect follow-up to Escape the Dark Castle.
Thanks very much for this award. First of all, congratulations to our fellow nominees for getting that far. We were very delighted to be nominated, and one of us had to win it, so obviously we're very happy it's us. I'm sure it'll be you guys next time. Congratulations to all the Themborn team, everyone who worked on this game and helped make this happen. And a big thank you, of course, to all of the backers and the players who voted for us. It just goes to show that your vote really does count. I'm sure you get asked to do a lot of things when you backing our products and biding your time while we eventually deliver it to you, and you still come through and vote for us. So that means a lot. It's a great community that we've developed with you and built up, and we hope to keep that going. We're here because of you. Thank you very much.
The next award is the best party game. Now this is one of my favourite categories because I love my party games. So I was really excited because each of these I was like, I would totally vote for any of those.
It's a strong category.
It's a strong category. Nominees for this category are A Game of Cat and Mouth by Exploding Kittens. There is also Herd Mentality by Big Potato Games, and then Master Word by Scorpion Math. And the winner is
Charlie's favourite.
A Game of Cat and Mouth. I'm so excited. This is hands down one of my favourite games of this year because I just think it ticks every single box. You will find videos on YouTube in our playlists where I've just been ranting about how much I love this game. So very, very excited.
Yeah, why is it good, Charlie?
It's just so much fun. It's so easy to learn in like 10 seconds. You know exactly what you're doing and you're competitive as anything, and it just really like builds up the vibe of being able to have fun together with lots of people and without having to sit down, bog down, be very serious about it. It's a dexterity game and they don't always get their due. This one,
we're giving it its due.
Very happy.
Damn right.
Very happy, but I do love the other two as well.
The other two are very good.
I really love the other two.
But this is the winner.
This is the winner, and this is done beautifully.
This is the best card game of 2021. Just a caveat on this. This is any game involving cards. So it includes TCGs, deck builders, probably party games which had loads of cards in them. Anything with cards. It is all the card games. And the nominees are the Arkham Horror card game, The Edge of the Earth expansion by Fantasy Flight Games, Magic the Gathering, Enter the Forgotten Realms by Wizards of the Coast, and Veil Wraith by All or Nothing Productions. And the winner is... Arkham Horror.
Hey!
Yeah. Congratulations, guys.
Congrats!
Hi, everyone. I am MJ Newman. I'm the lead designer for Arkham Horror, the card game. And I just want to thank everyone so much for voting for us for this award. We beat out some apparently extremely stiff competition, so I am beyond pleased. I just want to thank everyone involved, everyone on the design team, everyone on the art team, the graphic design, everyone on the card game team contributes in some fashion, and of course, all of you, all of the investigators who brave this world. So thank you so much for all that you do.
Next up, we've got the best role-playing game of 2021. Now, the nominations for this one were Dune, Adventures in the Imperium. We also had Aegon, and we had...
Wicked Ones,
which, I will be honest, I hadn't crossed my personal radar before, and now I found out what it is. I'm mildly obsessed, so I'm very excited for them. And the winner is Dune, Adventures in the Imperium by Modiphius.
That's right.
Well done, guys. You can also read a review and watch the review of that on the YouTube as well.
You can.
Check that out. Pop links and things.
Now on to the best miniatures game 2021. These were the judge for this category was John Treadaway of Miniature War Games Magazine, our sister publication.
Let's go to the expert.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we did. The nominees for this category are Carnival by TG Combat, Stargrave by Osprey Games, and The Elder Scrolls by Modiphius.
Ooh.
That's right. And the winner is...
Sorry, I was too early on the drum roll. Let's do that again. Drum roll.
The winner is... The Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
Congratulations, guys.
Congrats.
Yeah. This most of the comments in this category were along the lines of the modes of play being so various. You know, a little bit of RPG, a little bit of narrative storytelling, a lot of combat, obviously, solo mode, co-op modes, all of this, and obviously the lovely miniatures from Modiphius put this at the top of most people's picks.
Yeah, and some nice extras. It's really been at the forefront in the last sort of year or so. Absolutely. I think why people were so excited.
So massive thanks to all the community for voting for the Dune Adventures in the Imperium role-playing game and the Elder Scrolls Call to Arms miniatures game. I can say, you know, there's so many people that have worked on both those games, like literally hundreds, when you take into account all the artists and the writers and the testers and the layout people and editors and so on and so on. It's, you know, it really is amazing for people to get this award and to know that, you know, their work matters and that the community like what they do. And a huge thanks for continuing to support us. And helping us encourage us to make more cool games. And so I'd like to hand over to Andy Peregrine to talk about Dune.
Thanks, Chris. Obviously, I want to thank you for letting me have the opportunity to work on this project after a lot of nagging. Particularly on my team, I'd like to thank basically everybody that worked. They've all been staggering and amazing. Particularly Jason Wehrle, our line editor, my right hand. Catch Thomas, who's created the incredible artwork and look of the game, and Chris Webb, who has developed the graphics. These amazing things. And particularly also, of course, everyone who voted for us again, because this is the thing with a licensed property. You do the game that you love and the game you want to fan, but it is so good to see that the fans actually come back with, yeah, you did it right, because we could have easily done something they wouldn't have liked. But that is so gratifying to know that it struck the chord, that it struck with us when we created it. So thank you very much to everyone.
And Gavin and Mark Latham can jump in and talk about Call to Arms.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for voting for Call to Arms in the community and around the world. It's a really dedicated, passionate community, and we love to see that. So thank you very much for showing your support for us. Call to Arms is about a year and a half old now, and we're really, really encouraged to see all of the great feedback that we're getting. I'd like to thank Chris for letting us work on this as well and brokering the deal with Bethesda, and many thanks to Bethesda for all of the time and effort they put into supporting us on the game as well. There are dozens of people within Modiphius who are responsible for bringing this product to market, and they are all doing fine work, whether they be within the development team or whether they be our 3D artists who are putting the sculpts together for the miniatures, or whether they're in the art and the graphics team who are helping us put the rules together. Everybody has worked incredibly hard on this, and thanks to everybody who has worked on it and helped us to bring the product to market. Mark.
Thank you very much. I would like to join the chorus of thanks for Chris, because I also harassed Chris to let me do this project, because I was working with Modiphius casually beforehand, but The Elder Scrolls, Skyrim especially, is my favourite game, one of my favourite video games of all time. And so basically I harassed him to give me the chance, and he did. So big thanks to Chris. I've been in the industry for like 20 years, and this is my first award, so the fact that it's a community vote is particularly great. So huge thanks to everyone who voted for Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls, Call to Arms. It's just put a big old smile on my face. And one last thanks has to go to the dev team at Modiphius, the guys who work behind the scenes to make this game better and improve on my words. So without them, it wouldn't be possible. So big thanks to them.
It's the big one.
It's the big one.
Yes, it's the best board game of 2021.
Best board game 2021.
This is obviously the most hotly contested category.
And it kept changing all the time.
It was wild. Every one of these games was on top by a significant margin at some point.
And there was us betting in the office as to which one we thought was actually going to win.
Yeah, we
I was right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so was I.
I know, but I'm more excited about it. Anyway. And the nominees are Oath, Chronicles of Empire and Exile by Leader Games, Dwellings of Eldervale by Breaking Games, and Lost Ruins of Arnak by Czech Games Edition. And the winner is... Oath. Woo! Called it.
Yeah. Absolutely my favourite game of the year.
Yeah.
So pleased that it won. The other games would have been my favourite game of the year if Oath hadn't come out.
Yeah.
Well, it's my honor to accept the Tabletop Gaming Awards 2021 award for the best tabletop game of the year. For Oath, this is a surprising thing. I mean, I think whenever we work on games here, we never are sure if they're going to hit. And especially a title like Oath, it was always a tremendously risky project. We started working on Oath as a studio shortly after Root was done. And I remember distinctly a meeting I had with Patrick Leader, the company's founder, and I said, I think we should make this kind of new take on the legacy genre, but we have to know the risks. And I told him that it was, it was going to be a complicated project, that we could work on it for a full year and then have to throw everything away and start over or abandon the project. And he needed to know this before I started investing a bunch of resources into it. And he asked me, well, why do you think we should do it? And I said, it's a title that is too hard. It's too big for a small company to do. And it's too risky for a large company. And so it's the sort of project that only really makes sense here. And if we don't do something like this, no one will. And he said, okay, that's as good a reason as we could find. And we all went to it. And the one thing I'd like to add to that is that Oath, no game is ever really made by one person. And that is triply, doubly, quadruply true for Oath. It was greatly assisted by the work of Joshua Yearsley, who's one of the developers and who was the editor, who made all the rules sing together and worked on the fantastic playbook and the tutorial. I was helped greatly by Nick Brockman, our staff developer, who did a great job and came up with some of my favorite cards in the game, are cards that he designed and polished the powers of. Kyle's art brought the whole thing to life. We had early art meetings where we decided the look for the game needed to be something like The Black Cauldron by way of Jim Henson, because the game needed a kind of comedy to it. It was always so serious in actual play. And his humor gives the game a kind of levity that I think really keeps people playing it. In the studio, we usually say that Kyle's job is to get people to play the game for the first time, and my job is to get them to want to play it again. But I think in the case of Oath, many players will keep coming back to Oath because they just want to see more of Kyle's art. So I might have inverted our core job. And I'd also like to thank, the trust that Patrick Leader invested in the project and the fantastic graphic design work of Patty Huynh, who did just an amazing job trying to find a really good look for the game and develop everything. Many thanks are also owed to Marshall Britt, who helped with the production, and the team with Panda, who actually made the thing happen. And I could continue listing staff members who've helped. We had a huge, but the last group that I want to highlight are the amazing playtesters. Oath entered its most intensive stage of testing right as the pandemic began, and it was largely put together by a found family of exiles from their own gaming groups who weren't sure what to do with all of their quarantine time, and who gathered on a small Discord that we hosted for the game. And this group of maybe 50 to 100 people played the game hundreds and hundreds of times. Eventually we had book clubs and music clubs and all sorts of, it was just a little hang for a group of people trying to find something to do to distract them from the world. And I think, I really think about Oath as pandemic art in that way. It is a piece of art that directly reflects the character of its creation. So for all of them, I am grateful to accept the award, and I'm so happy that this weird project has resonated with so many people.
So there you have it. 11 titles have been awarded. Congratulations. So very well done to the people that have won on this. We've got some incredible games this year, and it's been really fun to play them. It's been really fun to hear from you guys what you've been playing and what you've been enjoying as well. So be sure to leave in the comments if they're your favourites, what experiences you've had with them, what your games are. Just let me talk about games in the comments. That's all we need. But don't stop there, because we have a very exciting, super special announcement to end our wonderful awards with.
Traditionally, Tabletop Gaming Live has been held at Alexandria Palace in London.
Yes.
Except for the last 2 years where it's obviously been cancelled.
COVID.
Yeah.
We did go live though as a virtual event, which was great fun, but we're super excited because we're going to be back in person.
Yeah.
You can come, we can chat about games, we can play games in person. So excited.
Yeah. So on the 17th and 18th of September 2022, you can join us. In Manchester.
An all new location, an all new place, an all new show.
We're heading to Manchester to the historic Victoria Warehouse.
It's beautiful.
Which we're just going to absolutely cram full of your favourite games, your favourite publishers, your favourite games writers.
Yes.
and we're going to have a really, really good time.
Now, we're super excited about our all-new location. It's lovely and easy to get to. We've got the best transport links you could imagine with it. We couldn't ask for more. But we've also got Manchester involved already, so we've got some brilliant sponsors coming along on the journey with us.
That's right.
So we've got Hall or Nothing, we've got Fanboy 3, we've got Tabletop Manchester, and we've also got Steamforged. So already it's incredibly exciting just from the sponsors before we've even got to the event itself. And if you're planning to be with us on former shows, we'll be in touch with information about your tickets and sort of rolling those over all your options that you can have from there. But we're super excited that you can pick up your tickets very, very soon, and we're really excited to see you there as well. Lastly, for more information, check out the links that are in the description. Make sure you sign up to our newsletter so you're first in the know about what's happening and who's going to be there. And thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.